We are working with macros right now, and so looking at our ribbon right here, we're looking for the developer tab. And the developer tab is not usually a tab that's on. It is a tab that we'll want to turn on purpose, kind of manually on our own. And the process for that is we're going to go up to the File menu. And then under File, we're going to go to Options. Okay, and then under there, we are looking for customizing the ribbon. Okay, so we're under customizing the ribbon. And if you've looked at this dialog box before, just over on the left-hand side, these are all the possible buttons. Actually, these are just the popular buttons that you can add. And over on the right-hand side, this is currently what you're looking at. So these are all of the tabs and the groups. And if I were to open one of these up, you would actually see the buttons in there. There's the bold button. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and look at this list, and you'll find a tab for the developer tab. I'll just go ahead and check that. That turns on the tab. I'll choose OK. And there it is. So here's the developer tab with some of the buttons that we're going to be using. So let's just take a quick glance at a few of them. We have our macros button here. So when we start creating macros, they're going to go in this macro dialog box. This is the place where we're going to record our macros. There's a button here for relative reference. We have macro security we're going to look at. And another button under the insert button here. This is where we can go to insert the push buttons that we're going to be using to assign our macros. So you could just push a button and then the macroed one. So you could either use that command button or you could use that one down there. So those are a few of the buttons that we're going to be using in this class. So at this time, I just want you to turn on the developer tab. And again, the process for that was under File and Options. And then once you get there, we're customizing the ribbon. And you just want to check the box right here for developer. That's all we want to do. And if you want to just kind of peek at some of the buttons, feel free to point and pause at some of the buttons and kind of understand what it is that those buttons happen to do for you. Okay, so go ahead and work on that. See you in a minute.